Hello and welcome back to another video of Reese Goes Karting, and today we'll be in a place that's a bit different. It's not Cambuslang, it's not Knockhill, it's not even in Scotland in fact. We're in Teamsport Preston today, and my dad shut my door and checked my imaginary watch and get ready for karting. But first we're heading off to a cave, and we're getting a tour around a cave, which I thought was pretty cool. So here's some pictures and videos of where I was. As our journey comes to an end, we make our way to Teamsport Preston, and you might notice in some of the pictures and videos that I don't have my real helmet on. Well, my helmet. I have a Teamsport helmet on, but that's because I thought I was so smart taking my helmet and my suit on holiday with me, because I knew we were going karting, and I also took my GoPro. But guess what I didn't take? My SD card for my GoPro, so then I couldn't film anything. So I asked Teamsport, "Hi, can I borrow one of your cameras?" Said, "Aye, let me use the camera." But they pressed play in the first one, but the second one they forgot to press play. So I've only got footage for the first one. But this is my very first time in the track. Come on, Reese, I actually have to be kidding. In the first lap. But I'm used to these petrol carts, you know. But these electric carts are so much different from the electric ones. Wait, what? Petrol ones are different for the electric ones because the electric ones have so much acceleration compared to the petrol ones. So I just went around that corner, and usually if the petrol ones, if you put the foot to the floor, it takes a wee while to speed up properly. But this one just went full. I put the throttle down and I went flying, and I did not expect it. And I was pretty embarrassed because all these people thought I was a pro because I had my own suit. But I bet them anyways. So we start again for the second time after a lot of embarrassment. But these carts were actually way funner than I thought, because see when we walked in, it was so quiet. And usually if you're at a petrol track, it's pretty loud. But this time it was quite quiet, and it was didn't feel right. But see when I got in the track, these carts were flying. My lines are a wee bit dodgy here, and that's my dad in front of us. We're catching up to him. He kind of goes wide for some reason, and I get past him. I've not used the boost button yet. I've been just to get used to this track, kind of, and to just in case about all these back markers. The whole track was back markers, maybe except for 2 people. But there is some locals that actually go here quite a lot, but I bet them in my first try because, you know, I'm just that cool. Anyways, we catch up to one of the slower carts. I just dived in inside. It was a wee bit messy. I should have said sorry, but my lines are getting better, but this is my first time in the track and my first time in these carts as well. And the track is a bit slippy when your tyres only warmed up, so it was quite hard getting used to this track. And the thing is, my first session wasn't very good because my lines and me getting used to the track. Oh, that's my sister there. I was sitting laughing because how slow she is. She almost crashes into a barrier. This is that overtake for a different POV, and you can see my sister almost crashes into a barrier because she's too busy looking at me. But I'm getting better at this track. But the thing is, my second session was so good. I didn't even hit the barrier. I didn't spin. Didn't come close to spinning. But the guy at the end said, "Oh, I'm sorry, but we didn't film that. We forgot to press play." And I was like, "Oh my god!" I was crashing out on the inside, but I didn't want to shout because I felt bad. But that's me using my boost button first time on this track, and it definitely felt way faster. And you come in here to slide in that corner. I got a quite bad entry, so I got and a bad exit, and I go off. Oh, there's me hitting the barrier there, and the marshal's staring at me. Oh, and again. I'm not really used to this track at all, so I'm bashing into the barriers all the time. And the track is a bit slippy, so in the exits sometimes you kind of slide out if you don't get the best entry to the corner. But catching up to these guys up here, go round the outside of this guy eventually, and try to catch up to this guy in the red suit, which was faster than I thought, but I caught up to him quick. Extremely bad entry to that, which caused me bashing into the barrier again. And again, I should have put a hitting the barrier count up in the screen, but I can be wild. But I'll catch up to this guy here. Go over in the inside of this corner. I kind of slide out, and I thought I squished him into the barrier, but it was actually on my inside. And I said sorry, but it didn't really matter anyways. At the boost button, slide round that corner. Slightly getting better at that corner, but you should have seen the difference for the second race to the first race. I was phenomenal in the second race, and I got like a whole second and a half quicker. We pushed around the outside, three guys, and 2 of them was the slower cars, so it was easy to get past them because they were like, I think that might be my sister again. And I slap into the barrier again, and I get told to calm down. To be honest, I deserved that. I really did deserve that because I was quite reckless. There's the other guy telling me to calm down, but even though I've already been told that, but whatever. I listened for like 2 corners and then I went back to driving as fast as I can again, because it's karting. You can't tell you to slow down. But I did see why they gave me that warning, because I was hitting the barriers a lot, and it was my first time in the track though, so. But I mean, I didn't get it as worse as my dad. My dad get black flagged twice. Get pulled into the pits for the same thing. He came down the ramp and slammed in the brakes and spun round and hit into the barrier twice, and he got pulled into the pits twice for it as well. But he didn't get took off the track, he just got black flagged, which was nice. Just realised I forgot my wee effect in the screen there for the boost. Might saw that. Go around the outside of this guy here. You can see that my lines are definitely not tight at all. And to be honest, it's just I just had to get used to the track and stuff. And the carts, as I say again, they're different, way different for the petrol ones. These ones slide about because you've got so much acceleration. That's me catching up to my dad. Yep, I just said that was my dad, Reese. We go round, well, my dad goes round the outside and I try to go round the inside, but he blocks me off. So me and my dad both go round the outside of this guy. I hit the boost button going up here to try and get a better run. I thought my dad didn't hit the boost, but I think he did because he was staying in front of me. And that was my dad's fault there. That was not my fault. I came in the corner and he slammed in the brakes, and I had to slam the brakes too, or I would have hit into him again. But this was even more embarrassing because I'd already crashed before. Well, I didn't crash, I spun. This was pretty embarrassing because all them locals were looking at me as if I was a pro before the session, and I've just spun out twice. But I mean, if they weren't on the track and they just looked at the leaderboard, they would have thought I was a pro because I was first twice, because I'm just the GOAT. And we try to get our way past this guy, but he kind of just blokes us off, so I'll go on the inside because my car is way quicker than his. And we just continue, try to get good laps again. I'm slightly getting better at that corner, but if you've seen the videos, like if that second session got filmed, you would have seen how good my lines are, and they were like 10 times better than this. You would have thought it was another driver, but I can't do nothing about it because the guy just forgot to press it. And I just had a feeling when I sat in the car, I was like, did this guy press the button to press play? And I didn't. I thought he did when he put it on my helmet, but he must have not, which was quite annoying. I slid my way past this guy just round the inside, which was quite smooth, and hit into the barriers again, just like normal. My lines are still dodgy, as you can see, but luckily my mum filmed me for the bottom. She was filming me for the bottom, filming me going down the ramp. So there'll be videos for that at the end, just because the second session didn't get filmed. Slowly start catching up to this guy. But they are staying in front of me for quite a while. And that's actually my dad, so that's probably why. Both going inside this guy, which was going quite wide. And I'll get a way better entry and exit through that corner for my dad, but I had to go on the brakes again because I thought I was going to crash into him again. But that's it, yellow flags. I'm pretty sure that's the end of the session, and it is. So that is the end of the first session at Team Sport Preston. To be honest, I didn't think it would be that good, but it was actually really fun. Apart from the fact that it didn't press film, but I can't do nothing about that. We park our cars in the pit, and this is some videos for session 2. And there's my dad spinning, and I'm pretty sure that's why he got black flag. But here's some videos. I'll stop talking so you can watch them. And I don't know if you can notice, but my lines are way tighter in this session than the last one. And that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did. It was definitely fun at Team Sport Preston. I would definitely recommend it. And I'll see you in the next video.